so sometimes some foundations tend to dry it out, go into the creases and everything else. This hasn't, so I am quite pleased with that, the way it's applied. Welcome, lovely people, to my Hey Spring Chicken YouTube channel. Today we're going to look at me without makeup because we're going to do a tutorial. We're not going to do a tutorial at all. We're going to do a product review. We're doing a product review of a beauty balm. Beauty balm, as you probably are aware, is a product that does more than one job. It's a foundation, it's a concealer, and it's a moisturiser. So 3 things. We're going to look at that, see if it makes any difference to time, and we're going to start with a completely naked face. The product we're going to look at today is something by a company called Pixi, and this is Pixi by Petra, and we're looking at the Beauty Balm Nude colour. So nude, I'm not going to give my face a lot of colour, it's just going to do what it says, it's just going to give me good coverage. There we go. I picked this up yesterday from Marks and Spencer's. I will have the links of where you can find it. And it was £22. So there it is. And it's a pump like that. Very easy, which is good. I like that. I much prefer that to pots or drops. You have much more control. And I always start with on the back of my hand. And that is as close to my skin colour as I could get. So really pleased already with the start and the look of that. We'll also look, what we'll do is we'll look at 6 hours on and see how it looks, after I've made up, and how long it lasts. So shall we dive right in? Okay, so here we are, makeup free. I am without anything except for moisturiser and, very important, sun protector. I wear this every day, even though we're in the spring. This is a sun protector. It's tinted, so it's quite good. Just thought of something before we start. I'm going to put in just some lip balm, just to make the lips easier when I put the lipstick on. Okay, so here we go. Always start with primer. As you get more mature skin, it becomes dry. And so just rub it in like that. Leave that to dry for just a minute. Pixi, I'd always thought was for younger skin, so I have never even tried it. But I thought, let's give it a go, see how we do. Beauty Balm is it's a 1, 2, 3 product. So it's a moisturiser, it's a concealer, and it is also a foundation. It's tinted. That's what it's supposed to do. So we're going to do exactly that. We're going to miss out all of the other steps. We're just going to use this. I'm going to use a sponge to put it on, to apply as if it was a foundation. This sponge is actually washed and cleaned, but it doesn't look it. So here we go. So a bit on there, on the back of the hand. So what I do is I dab it on the face, just like so. And then use the brush. So here we go. It's quite smooth and not too runny. I'm quite liking the application of it. I can tell straight away this is not going to conceal everything, but we will do what it says. We will use a highlighter underneath to try and darken these. So I'm going to give it another coat just to give it a little bit more depth. It says on there buildable colour. A bit more, same thing. Dab it over and concentrate more on areas that need it, which for me is my chin and the lower parts of my cheek where the lines are. Dab it in. I prefer a sponge to a brush. I've used both, and I find that these little pointy sponges can get right in the nooks and crannies. Okay, so next we will do the highlighter. So Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher fair. Number 2, I think.
Too fair.
Too fair. Now, I've seen the reviews on this and it says, ooh, it comes up too fast and bubbles up too much. It doesn't. I love it. So dab it on. Too much there. What did I say? Comes up too. So what I'm doing is dabbing it in where it looks random, but it's where the biggest creases are. Now, one of the things as you get older is it does fill in the creases. So here we go. Use the wedding finger, or would be the wedding finger, but the wedding finger there, and dab it on. And you can top up again if it's not giving you enough cover. I'm going to give you a great little hack in a minute that I saw on YouTube a couple of weeks ago. So we fill that in. It never gets rid of all of your wrinkles, but it just conceals them a little. Okay, the hack. Spray, fixing spray. So Diego della Palma, Italian make. This is their fixing spray. Spray a little bit on the back of your hand. Okay, before you put your fixing powder on. And just tap it under your eye on the bit that you have just concealed. And here, it's setting already, so you have to work really quickly. And that's it. So now we're going to add the powder, I use a translucent powder for the day. So there we go. The brushes I use are Pure Minerals. I like their brushes. In, tap, and dab. And you're tapping over the eye, the fixing powder that you've just applied. In, tap, and then all over the face. And just touch the skin. If it's dry, great. If not, keep going until it's dry. Glasses could do with a clean. And there we are. So finished look. I always end my finished makeup look, no matter whether it's day or evening, with just a little bit of fixing spray. So don't need to see this, but and that's it. All right, so here we are, done look. I'm quite pleased with it actually. What you didn't know, and what I should have said perhaps earlier, is I have very dry skin. So the moisturiser that I use is specifically for dry, dehydrated skin. And I work really hard. So sometimes some foundations tend to dry it out, go into the creases and everything else. This hasn't. So I am quite pleased with that, the way it's applied. I will see how it looks in 6 hours and see how my skin has reacted. So let's leave it there and I'll come back and see you later. And here we are, 6 hours later. We're looking at how she has worked. So let me just read, because I didn't read what it says it's supposed to do. Medium to full coverage foundation, formulated to keep the skin hydrated all day. We'll have a look in a minute and see what you think. It evens out the skin tone and gives a complexion a flawless look, and contains ceramide and hyaluronic acid. So let's have a look. Overall, I mean, looking at how it applied, it was easy to apply. This advises to go in the centre and apply out, but I always like using a sponge. In any event, it was easy to apply. I'm looking at my eyes here, and I haven't touched up at all, except my lipstick. I've touched that up. I'm really impressed. Really, really impressed. This was £22. I purchased mine from Marks and Spencer's, but I will add a link so where you can purchase in alternative places. And overall, I am very impressed. It was easy and quick to apply. Well, you saw how quickly we did it. We just put it on with a sponge and away you go. I'm going to give this a good score. So, Pixi by Petra Beauty Balm, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Good one. Thank you, Pixi. And if you've watched this far, thank you. Leave your comments below. I look forward to seeing what you say. And if you've got any ideas, or if you've got a product that you would like me to review, put it down there and I will see what we can do. Look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.